Hello everybody and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's Fantastic Mr. Ghost. And I'm in a location here just south of all this acid gas. Oh my god. Look at this. It's full again. I can't get rid of this stuff now. I got too much. Oh well, anyway. So yeah, we're going to be working on the chromium today. Getting that rolling. And I kept last episode. I was like, "Oh, we get iron out of this crap." I think. Wait, down here. And I'm like, "Oh, what am I thinking? I'm not built. It's this one here. I'm not building it near the chromium build. I'm gonna build it up here, and we're gonna share it between 3 builds. Chromium. There's a nickel, and then something else, zinc. So there's 3 pulp stages for 3 different ore processings that we're going to need. This fluid here, or this one here, this one, 4, and then I checked this one is also 4 other builds. I did check, and yeah, I forgot. Oh, the iron, I'm not going to be able to belt it up to the iron builds. Darn it. Speaking of iron, last episode, we got the behemoth iron builds done. Now, the iron was done last time, and now we have steel. And I went ahead and prepped this area here for chromium. I'm going to tuck chromium in right here. And there's a whale right here. And looky here. I got a whale. So we're going to do a whale for chromium. I'll have to set that up. And yeah, this is the next project. Hopefully it won't take too long. And we get prepped for the next thing. And up here, I think chromium, oh, yeah, here it is right here. Here's the chromium, and I already prepped it up. I got it filled up, 4,500 ore. So that is all done. And now we just have to knock out these fluids so we can, train them in. And then hopefully everything will be good for the some other ones now, nickel and zinc. So let's take a look at this here real quick. I'll build this real quick, and we'll do a little speed up video. First thing we need is, now I'm actually thinking about doing this as a build, not the cellulose, but the lignin over here, or this phenol. Because it comes up quite a bit for electronics stuff. So one more time, I'm going to make this a trainable. So we got, and so yeah, this right here, lignin. Okay. And then this stuff right here, we've got cellulose, sodium hydroxide, steam. And then the beginning part is the cellulose, which is raw fiber and sodium hydroxide. So I could do, a kite calc build and a sodium hydroxide build and feed this whole thing right here and train the stuff all over the place. So I'm definitely going to be considering that. So, but for now, I want to do it this way to get the, because it doesn't matter at this point. I could do that later and then, retroactively go back and kind of rework the builds a little bit. It's not ideal, but I just want to get it done. So I started up with the work already. So I have creosote here, and I wanted to go ahead and flow that, or get the train coming up here, like so. This one I got set to 500 just for now. I might up it. And we'll need raw fiber, sodium hydroxide there. So let's get cracking on this. I'll speed it up, and then we'll shoot on down and hopefully get the chromium done real quick. It's not a tough build, but there's a lot of fluid. I haven't storyboarded with combinators yet, so I'm going to do that in between building this and then getting back down there. And then I'll figure out what chemicals we're going to need and plan for that. All right, let's get cracking. All right. 2 fluids down. Uh-oh. You know, I gotta do something about the phosphate stuff here. I've been ignoring it. And then we got the big phosphate mines, but we need the big drill for it. So I might go around and look for more of these. Look at how slow it is, though. It's like blip, 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 blip. Yeah, see, this is drilling. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, see, it's jackhammering, and it's getting the phosphate up and out of the ground there. Yeah, oh, syngas we need for this, too. So, yeah, you can see 1,600. But yeah, these mines are really slow. Not much I could do except tap more of them to have more stuff available. And there's only so much you can... I mean, if you have a lot of demand for it and not many mines, and equally so, you need a bigger mine with higher throughput to cover the base. Hi! So yeah, this thing's... and I got two of these things, I think. There's... And then the phosphine gas and all that requires the phosphate rock. So this is running pretty good here. I did the loops here because I wasn't sure. I didn't hell mod it, but I think it's 1-to-1 around there. And well, I don't know. Yeah, I should hell mod this. I just want to get this done. Like I said, I'm just I'm in a mode where I want to get the metallurgy moving along. So, but there it is, the crylic acid. Boom. 39,000. It's cooking along there. Pretty slow. And there's... Wow, creosote. Man, this thing's chewing up some tar products here. So, yeah, this one I did a long time ago. It kicks out the pyrite. And then you need another one that has a different recipe to absorb that. And it creates the phosphorus pentasulfide. But it's with the pyrite and the phosphate rock. So this one only runs when there's enough pyrite from this lower one. And I prioritize the pyrite one by being on the top here. So there you go. More use for aromatics. I'm okay with that. We got plenty of it around. And boom. There we go. And then I got the iron pickup. There's not much iron that comes out of there. So I make that 4,000 provide priority 100. So a full train will... You know, I want to get the most out of a trip to that. All right, let's start on some chromium. Let's go over here. Oh, and then I got to mark this on the map here so I know what it is. Alrighty, folks. I got some preliminary work done here. And the chromium molten. So I got the, I had this all done before, obviously. And I upped the numbers on the chromium in Hellmod here. So I know how many machines I need. I am doing this much, 6,000 a minute. And the pulp stage again, now that I've done, iron, and I've been looking at these here for the last, couple days here. The pulp stages have been proving to be a massive, huge amount of, from what we're at now to here, holy cow. It minimizes your input so you can maximize your output. So look at this. I got 3 of these electric furnaces here. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, the old recipe, let's go over this here real quick. I determined, I hope this is right, the ball mills here. It looks like a 1-to-1 ratio here. So what I got, we get the chromium coming in. This is a half belt of chromium. With the whale, able to pick up a whole train load, basically, because what the whale does is actually, it's more of the train load. Wait, no, it's a nextlet, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, is that right? No, it's a little bit more. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So it's a little bit over a nextlet train. This is really, so I figure, this is good to have. A train can bring stuff. And then the whale could be flying and bringing more, right? So I definitely want to use these whales. Now, let's take a look here real quick, because I redid the numbers on this, and I just want to make sure I communicate that here via the episode here. Here it is. So yeah, a little over half belt of chromium ore. And so what I'm doing is crushing it and all that. Now I'm trying something different here. We're going to get stone out of this first process. Then we get gravel out of this process here. So we're taking the grade 2. Now, it's a % chance for both of these things. The grade 1. So, and this one here, it takes the grade 1. It gives us the grade 3, which is what we're after. So we get, it's 2 grade 1, and then we get the % chance of a grade 2. So this one process here might not run as much as, obviously, these here. So now this, okay, so what I got here is stone is kicking out here. I can pull that up. And I'm crushing it right away into gravel, right off the belt, because it is 50% chance. So I might as well do this. And then on this side here, we're kicking out gravel. So I just kept, you know, filtering it, and we'll crush gravel. And then I use this long arm to feed stone, gravel from the stone crushing to the gravel. And then I'm making sand, because we're going to need that later on for another process. Now, if I get backed up on sand, what I'm going to do is have a splitter here and prioritize it towards the build, but then I'll belt it up here temporarily until I get, you know, kind of acclimated to where I'm going to put all this stuff. So that's how I'm going to do that. All right, here's the water for these hydroclones here. So here we've got the grade 2, and it's a loop back. So we got grade 1 potentially coming out of here. 4-second craft is pretty quick. Well, it's 1 every 4. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not fast, but so yeah, the grade 1 comes out of the grade 2. And it's funny because the grade 2 comes out of this one, but it accepts the grade 1, so we could have a loop around with the grade 1 to grade 2, grade, you know. So it's kind of interesting. And this is the main producer right here. 1-second craft. Guaranteed 1 of the grade 3 from 2 of the grade 1. So that's what this is here. So the grade 3 is going to be on the lower side of the belt here. So then piping it in over here, belting it over here. And this is an interesting one where we're getting the grade 2 comes in, or grade 3. We hydroclone it with water, and we get rejects and grade 4 out of that, which is kind of cool. So the grade 4 is on this belt here. Make sure I got whitelist there, yeah. And the rejects go into these ball mills here. And it's a 60% chance with 3, though. So that's why I'm thinking, this is what? This kicks out 4 every 4 seconds. And this is 3-second craft. So it's a little faster, but it needs 3. And this is a consistent one. So 4 every 4. So it's 1 a second. And this one is also 1 a second. See that? So we got, I think it matches up. I think it's a 1-to-1. Should work. So then, yeah. And then the outputs here, because that's all we get, is the potential grade 3. Well, it's 3, yeah. 3 with a potential of 60% chance getting a grade 1. So it's possible that, well, I hope this doesn't, it doesn't matter if it backs up from here or here, from what I'm thinking, because it'll take it and it'll process it out, you know. So I don't need to worry about prioritizing this ball mill over the screeners here. So yeah, I loop it back around and connect, you know, just side load there. Done. Okay. So now I've got these fluid. I did rework this a little bit. The problem is the rail doesn't cooperate really well. Well, so if I move this down 1, you know, it's 2 tiles with the rail on it. So I only got 1 gap there. Well, I want 2 gaps. Well, I get 4. I think it's 3 now. So you can't get accurate 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you can't always get what you want, right? So I got 4 unloaders here. So I had this originally lower here. I moved it up, as you can see, about 2 tiles, 3 maybe, 2 or 3, 2 from where it was. So then, yeah, so I could get more room to come out the back ends and all that. So it should work fine. All right, so I think we went through this a little bit here. I need to bring in sodium hydroxide. Here's all the common air stuff. Pressurized air, that's a reminder. We got the aero float 15 coming in. This is just water, so it's cleaning it, additional and floating around there, I guess. So then we get the, now wait a minute. Oh yeah, so we get the high grade chromite and the 2. Do I have that taken care of? Oh, here it is, right here. Yeah, it comes here. So I have to keep an eye on, you know, I have to belt that way over here. Now, what's weird, this is a weird one. I was mentioning this last episode. We get 3 in, 5 and 4. Weird. 4 pops into this one, and we get 6. 4 to 6 with a tar input. And then it outputs this chemical here. This is the, what is it? Oh, yeah, chromite solution. And then we got the 5, which takes 6. 6 to 5? What the heck is going on here? And I don't know. 5, I think, goes here. Yeah, right here. And then it pops out 7. Grade the pulp 7. This is such a strange process. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road for this new build, for the upgraded, well, the new recipe here. This machine right here is drying the chromite solution in our evaporator. 35 chromite sand. And then this process here takes the grade 7. Here's where the sand comes in. And we get a 55 over 3 second. So this, between these two here, holy crap. And then we got, of course, well, we got graphite rod, borax, and all that crap. Now, I was hoping to get away from carbon dioxide, but, well, no. So I might pop a kite-calc build in here like I do for the other one, because I'm not training this much around, you know, 150 over 4. So that's 450 carbon dioxide. And divide that by 4 seconds. That's nuts. It's over 100, you know, 100 and something. So yeah, that's pretty high. That's a lot of carbon dioxide to be cranking in here. So that's why I think I'll do the kite-calcs. Now, I could take the moondrop thing and try that out for this too. I'm very tempted to do that because I like the carbon dioxide one from the moondrops. Maybe I'll do that. So to put it in perspective, this is 100. Yeah, so I mentioned already it's 100. Now, casting. So yeah, this will put it in perspective for you. Let me find the chromite build. So here it is right here, the chromium. And like I said, yeah, see carbon dioxide here. I have 5 casting machines. There is no stage, you know, pulp stages or anything here. It's basically ore to chromite sand casting with hot air. So let's go ahead and pop this down. And you'll see that it's 15 chromite sand plus limestone, sand casting, and all that. 5. Only 5 chromium ingots. Okay? So let's go over here. Now we have this one. I think this is the one we're going to do right here. 32. Ha! Now here's one going back without hot air. 25. So obviously, you know, we got tons of hot air. That's what I was working on, you know, like crazy. Because I want that yield. So we're going from, okay, so it's 15 chromite sand. So 3 chromite sand per ingot. Yeah, I think that's what it is. 5 into 15. 3. 3 chromite sand. This one takes the 100 molten chromium. 15 for 70. So, I'd have to crank those out a little bit. But the key here is that we're getting 55 over 3. So, I think it's 3. Yeah. So, 55, that's 60. 60. Yeah, 90 chromite sand from this. That's why we're able to support 3 on that. So, this is going to, yeah, we're going to get a lot of chrome. We're going to get a lot. This is going to be a huge jump. And I've been having, I don't know, not too bad of a problem with chromium ever since I upgraded to MK2 stuff, or Mark II machines and everything, and you know, efficiency and all that. It's been running pretty good, but we need the Moltens obviously to do the casting of other stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be, and the footprint for this build isn't too bad, you know. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pipe this up, and then I'll show you guys what I got, because I really have to focus. It's gonna take too much time to record it all. So we'll run the trains in and everything, and we'll get this keyed up, and then I love debugging it. So a little format change from what I used to do in the past. So I work on it, then I'll display it. All right, I'm gonna get to work. Alrighty, folks, let's key this mess up. I got my whale. I haven't set him up yet. I'll do it after I end the recording here. Oh boy. All right, let's get these going here. Make sure, yeah. So I got glycerol or methanol, the Aerofloat, tar, and organic solvent. I'm surprised my organic solvent's doing so well. I haven't had to touch that since I built it. All right, so I went over this. This thing's a nightmare. Oh, I accidentally called the sodium hydroxide train. I set this combinator. What I do is I copy paste the combinators so that I can make sure everything's signaled correctly. I want to rush the trains, you know. All right, Kicalcs, yep, that's going to be carbon dioxide. I brought those in. Oh, let's start that up. Ah, crap, get off of there. Yeah, I forgot I got to start this up here. I got the seeds. It's going to take a while to spin these up here. And then I'll go ahead and put those in here. What's nice about the Mark II Kicalcs is it kicks out the regular seeds. So when you grab modules for another build, you have seeds already right there. So I'm like, ooh, this is good. I like that. Okay, that's done. And, oh my God, this thing is a nightmare. Oh, you know what? I should call the ore because I need the sand flowing. You know, I keep forgetting I want to do a input yard for 2 trains to drop off. But because I have the whales, I think I'm okay now. So I might have to rethink this build. Yeah, see, it's working there. That's good. Come on in. Holy cow. All these trains. So another pipe nightmare. That's another thing, another trend I'm seeing is so many pipes. And it's just one thing that needs a little bit of fluid and ugh. So, yeah, a lot of piping. Not as bad as, well, because I did the iron and steel together, which is, well, 2 iron builds together, and I'm borrowing off the center lane. It got a little messy there. And it's really tough to plan this stuff out. I mean, you really have to just keep ripping and replacing and redoing. And as long as the pipe makes a connection, the belt makes a connection, I'm okay with it. All right, there's the organic solvent. All right, we're all... Oh, what are you calling now? Something else. You are calling more? What? Oh. 10 and... Oh. So, yeah, this is the arthropod blood. And... what am I calling here? I could... Wow. What is that? Oh, I got a 20 and 17. So, I think I'll change... I knew I was going to have to revisit this. I had a feeling because I'm calling a lot of it now. So, I'll do 5K. 7,600. That's not too bad. This has all been upgraded. These things don't have any animations, so you don't know what they're doing. A lot of pressurized water. Yeah, that's a problem. So what I'm going to probably do is uncap this. Or, yeah, I might change this here. It's by my landfill, believe it or not. Look at this. This, oh my God, it's still going. I grabbed landfill because I ran out. This thing's been here for a while. 16 million. Okay, there we go. So that should suffice. There we go. Oh, there we go. Ow, crap. So what do we got? Oh, I forgot to, well, I guess I'll do that. I forgot to put that in there. Okay, so how's our sand? There it is. There we go. Okay, that's looking good. Oh, and then I did a pass-through here, because the pipes. So either I go up here, I could, but I still have to use undergrounds to get around the water and all that. It's either that or bump the water back. Okay, now what do we got here? Ah, we need stage 2. All right, so we need... What? What's going on here? Oh, I got to export these materials here. And where do they go? They go right here. Okay, so I need the glycerol. So it goes to number 5. No, wait, this is kicking out the high grade. So I forgot to resolve this stuff here. Oh, no. Well, let's get the glycerol in here. Oh, this is going to hurt. Yeah, the skin is always been a concern of mine. I hope the Corlex build can handle the power and this here. Okay, looks like we got our carbon dioxide now. Good. Okay, it's starting to, you know, buffer up there. Cool. Okay, now I gotta figure out this thing here because I forgot to belt this stuff up. So I gotta take the processed chromite out, and I think it goes down here somewhere. All right, there's the glycerol. Okay. Wow. Holy crap! Look at that. Oh, and I gotta call the borax. I'll leave that for a minute. Now, let me talk about this real quick. I am planning on doing the graphite rods off in a different site. I've been meaning to do this. It'll simplify the build, so I want to bring coke in and then process, because these, you know, you can get a lot of these machine, and this comes up a lot with the casting or the molten stuff. Well, just basically any kind of ore processing where your end result is whatever, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna do this off site. I'm trying to think of where. I don't know if I want to do it off of the big bitumen build that I have, because I want to keep that flowing more than the others. Because if you're running the casting, if I'm doing anything ore related, I'm gonna need wax for the advanced casting most likely. So I figure that I want to keep that heavy oil going, and also because the coke will be consumed into the graphite rods, and it'll create wax and heavy oil, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna need heavy oil for zinc and all that stuff. So I think that's a good spot for it, is to do it there. And I got plenty of room in the below to cut in a train. All right, I got to figure this out here. I think it goes right. I think it goes here. No, here. Yeah. See, this is kicking out the high grade chromite. So I don't know if I resolved that. Oh, I see here. Okay, so this one is kicking out the high grade chromite for these two. Here, it takes the high grade and it gives the processed. This is what's confusing. So way over here, it's kicking out also high grade, but it's 20% chance. I did not see that. Oh, weird. Okay, so I gotta combine these. So I think I'm gonna do a yellow belt on this one. I might have to go get more. I am so confused here. I thought I had this resolved, but I guess not. Now every time I click on processed chromite, it kicks me back to high grade. And there's the ash. It's bouncing me back and forth between the two. So there's no resolve to it. It keeps going back and forth to high grade to process, high grade processed. What the hell is this? All right, so from what I can see here, this is so weird. We need this secondary crusher. So I had to really look at it, this recipe. And I should fix this here. It's bothering me. Now, yeah, we can do that. So the high grade and the other one, you need to process it down. And the goal is to get the stage 2 pulp. So the high grade turns into processed, and you have to feed it back through to process it down. This one here, it's for high grade, and you're after the chromite solution mainly, I think, here. So the high grade constant chromite gets turned into this processed. Now notice how, okay, so the processed comes out, but let's see here. So yeah, we need the high grade to make the processed to get the, and then we get the 2 out. So you see it's 100, but it's only one little bit, right? So it's almost like it's it's a secondary resource, right? Or a secondary output. So we have to take this here, stage 5, kicks it out as well. Now notice it's only a 20% chance. So very small amount. And then we have to loop it into here. So I did a direct insert and also a feed from here. And we feed it back through. So we just crush it and then we get sand out of it too. Luckily sand's up here. So I have to belt the sand out of here. I think I could go straight up here. Maybe. Oh boy, this is a bad spot. Well, maybe I can go this way. I'll have to prioritize this sand over this sand, maybe. Yeah. All right, so I'll belt that in. Okay, so I got the sand. I spaghettied it in here. Did a belt priority. It's on the same side here, luckily, as the other sand. If it were on the other side, it depends on the behavior of how the mini loader's grabbing it. I got a mini loader there. So now what it's doing is it's processing this out. This is slow. Okay. So it's going to keep cycling through until this pipe is full. Wow, that's a weird one. Huh? Huh. So this is going to keep cycling through here. Okay, so let's turn on some more stuff. And let's see, I've got the tailings here, only a little bit. I'm planning on doing something here. I think it's going to be tin. So, obviously we're going to get some tailings out of this, you know. We got muddy, is that muddy sludge? That might be tailings there. So I'll connect the 2 tanks together. But I'll probably have to do a separate feed. Maybe, well, I'll probably have to go down. The tin will go here. And then the feed, you know, the service lane. I guess I like the term service lane, so I'll put that here. What are you doing here already? Man, yeah, I got to get over there. I kind of had a feeling I was going to have a problem with this. So now, it should shut up now. 15. Yeah, it was 5. So now it's 14. Yeah, so I'll have to run over to the organic solvent and fix that. Or add capacity. Okay, now this one here. Here, this one. This is the borax and the coke. So, yeah, I'll work on yeah, I think the graphite rod's being on site with the new bitumen B build. I think that's going to be a good call there. Okay, so here's the pickup for it. I just swooped up and done. No oxygen furnaces, which is nice. I like this build a lot better. So it looks like we're working here. All right, I'll wait for these trains. Oh, let me explain this. So because I have the train uncapped for the borax after cleaning, I figure, well, why don't I wire these 2 up together and I'll filter out, because I like these cases for this application here. The big gigantic case, I mean, I could have done it, but you know, you can see I'm getting over the air more. So I like the 4x4 for certain things like this, where I'm bringing in coke and stuff. So I wired them together and I filtered it so it brings the borax here. So I'm okay with this. It's a bigger footprint, but at least I can shove it over here. So it's more about orientation, because the train unloading is right, you know, obviously right here. So I can do crazy stuff like this. I like the design, actually. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got some coke and all that coming. Let's make sure this works. This is a really weird one. Oh, here we go. All right, we got coke. Now, when I get the the graphite rods, I think that's what these are called. Oh, it's just graphite. Okay, so the graphite, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that because it's coming up a lot. So the easier it is to train it in. And what I'll do is I'll just convert this. I'll take the coke off, and then I'll keep the borax on this one. I'll pull all this up so it simplifies it. Now, this is a weird nightmare. These machines are so small, and they've got the fluid inputs here, so I decided to go back to back with the fluids because it was very tough to get these belts to work. And the other problem is I have the graphite on the lower part. It would have worked better. It just worked out better this way, I guess. So I'm looping the belt this way. Now, the inserters are here, so I could probably get rid of this loop. But it's so hard to see with the graphics. I'm like, as long as it works. Okay, where is this? Oh, boy. Don't run over tracks here. All right, here it is. I forced it to come by because it you know, it fills up all the way. So there's our borax. I use the yellow belt here to save on red belt because I don't want to do red belt on along with for that little thing there. There we go. Cool. Chromium, baby. Molten chromium. That's a lot of chromium right there. A lot of chromite sand. All right, well, I'm going to keep an eye on this thing. Make sure it works. I also got to keep an eye on the sand, make sure it consumes the sand enough. It would be very cool to have a contained system for this sand. And I've always thought that that was the case, where when we get to casting like this now, or when we get to certain phases of the ore processing, that we're consuming the crap we pull out of this whole system here. So I think it's pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun building these, though. This is fun. I really am digging the ore processing. And well, when we get to the final stages, each one is going to be different at the end, I'm pretty sure. We know the iron is fairly, you know, there's 2 more machines that we have to add to it, you know, for each stage. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, graphite rods. Yeah, see, this is a coke eater. This thing is just mowing down. All right, well, we got chromium. Wow, look at that. 19 grand. If it wasn't for this, it'd be running better. So I'll fix that. Yeah, it's a done deal because of this build right here. I'm gonna do this off screen and then I'll show you what I got. Okay, well, we got chromium, molten. Next episode we'll do the molten tin. I'm hoping that isn't as bad as this one. So yeah, and I'll do because this is already a busy. We're not borrowing anything from here, like the iron and steel build. It was 2 iron builds back to back, so it made sense to borrow, you know, off of the 2. So this one is just for chromium, the molten chromium. So I'll cut a lane down here and we'll do tin. I don't really like this. It looks kind of ugly, but it works. See, the thing is, the reason I like it is I'm so compact right now. And that was one of my big complaints. I saw this, or one of my ouches, you know, when I'm looking at this build, is I've got all this empty space and I'm so spread out. And, you know, I started that way, and then I started to try and tighten it up a little bit. And then I came up with let's do extreme angles. And it looks pretty cool because you got 6 lanes of rail. It is nuts. So I really do like this design, but it does not look right. It looks kind of weird here. But I'm going to go with it. Yeah. So there we go. Well, we got another one down. There's, 3 down. Steel wasn't too bad. Never is. So how we going doing here? 22 grand. Well, it's running consistently now, which is cool. All right, I will see you in the next episode. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed all this crazy stuff. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Oh. Is that the right one? Oh, I got the wrong one going here. Wait a minute. This is, oh, that's kicking out the high grade. Okay, so I gotta go here. I see. All right, I'll underground it. Let's see if I can make it past here. Yeah, I can get past there. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do this like that, and I'll shove. Oh, I didn't get any in my inventory? I think that's right. Okay. That's weird that that's full. Oh, it's probably because this. Yeah, there you go. So it'll start to consume. Very weird process, but I'm digging it. All right, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.